here's the big question. Is AI about to blow up the financial system or actually make it safer? Well, that was a debate behind closed doors in New York, where Jerusalem Venture Partners teamed up with Italy's CDP to bring together bankers, regulators, investors, and tech founders. And this wasn't just some abstract tech talk. This was about the future of money, because for banks and insurance companies, AI isn't just another software update. It's a full-on shift in how decisions get made and how risk gets managed. And in finance, knowing who you're dealing with is not optional. It is everything: who's sending the money, where it's going, whether it's legit, because the bad guys are getting smarter too. Now, Erel Margalit, the founder and executive chairman of the global venture capital firm Jerusalem Venture Partners, put it like this.
When you need to know who the customer is or what is the transaction about, you need to know that it's kosher. You need to know where it's coming from and where it's going. And sometimes when people want to trick you, they can do that, especially if they're sending money from the other side of the world. They can launder money, they can do drug trafficking, they can smuggle arms. So the way to know who the people are needs AI in this day and age, because much of the database that comes from the other side of the world, you cannot know about it unless you use patterns of recognition that AI can identify.
That's the upside, but here's the catch. If AI is making decisions about loans, insurance policies, or risk scores, regulators need to understand how it's thinking. You can't just say, trust the algorithm.
AI cannot be a black box for many of the industries. It needs to be intelligent, but it needs to show how you're making decisions which are acceptable by the regulators and are not creating an unfair advantage to one person over the other, and gives everybody a chance to be recognized as equal as the regulator requests.
That's what Erel Margalit calls vertical AI, systems that are built specifically for regulated industries like banking and insurance. They're smart, but they're also transparent. They're traceable. They're accountable, because in finance, speed is great, but stability is just non-negotiable. And zooming out, this was not just about tech. It was about partnerships. Israel has a small domestic market, so startups think globally from day one. Now, JVP has built a triangle connecting Israeli innovation, New York's financial heavyweights, and European institutions like Italy's CDP.
So Israel is a powerhouse in terms of cybersecurity, and AI plays a major role there, and it's known all around the world. Israel is a powerhouse in serving some of the largest insurance companies, software companies, banks, by giving some of the world-class technologies available into the industries that it's serving. And so the connection between the Israeli ecosystem, the New York ecosystem, is critical, because there are 450 Israeli startups in New York.
So here's the bottom line. AI is not waiting for finance to catch up. It's already here. And the real question isn't whether it's going to shape the system. It's whether banks, regulators, and governments can guide it the right way. Because if they do, it could make finance smarter and safer. But if they don't, the risks scale just as fast as the technology does.